French toast is delicious and super simple to make. And let's be honest, sometimes you just want to make it for yourself. So for my recipe, I go ahead and toast some bread. I'm doing 3 slices here, but you should actually do 4. The description box below is going to have the link for the full recipe details. I like to keep it pretty simple. I'm just using potato bread here because that's what we love in our house. You can use whatever your favorite sliced bread is. I go ahead and break 1 egg into a medium-sized plate. I'm going to go ahead and assemble all of the French toast coating just right in this plate right here. So I go ahead and beat the egg very well with a fork, just right on this plate. You'll see that I basically keep everything very simple. That's basically the theme of this recipe. So next I go ahead and add some milk, and I go ahead and beat it together again with the fork. Again, the full recipe details will be listed in the link below. Next I go ahead and add some cinnamon. I sprinkle a good amount throughout this whole recipe, but you can really just do it to taste. I go ahead and mix it together, and it's okay that it's not completely mixed in because I do like to see the cinnamon pieces kind of coating on top of the French toast bread. Next, I go ahead and add some butter to the pan, and I lightly go ahead and spread it around with a fork. I'm careful not to scratch the non-stick surface. I really love this pan because it allows me to make multiple pieces of French toast at one time. We also use it for pancakes, and it's really great. Nothing really ever sticks to it. But if you don't have it, you could also just use a regular pan. I mean, back in the day, I used to use a single pan and just make one piece of French toast at a time. So that works fine too. One thing you probably noticed is whenever I coat a new piece of bread, I always am sure to sprinkle more cinnamon on top. This is just my preference, again, because I love cinnamon and I think it makes it taste better this way. This is totally optional. I used to put a bunch of different things inside like nutmeg, but I actually don't do that anymore. I think it's really best to just keep it simple and let the cinnamon shine through. So you can see I still have some egg and milk mixture left over there. This is why I say I should have really did 4 pieces of bread. So I go ahead and toast another piece of bread so I can finish off the last of the egg and milk mixture. But I go ahead and flip the French toast in the meantime because I can see that they're done. You can flip it and see that it looks pretty cooked. Now I butter up the pan just to do my last piece of French toast. I do think it's important to toast the bread before you go ahead and cook it because otherwise it does get a little bit soggy if you didn't pre-toast the bread first. The last piece is always a little tricky to kind of get all of the egg and milk coated onto the bread. So just be patient and kind of move it all around. So the first 3 pieces are done now, so I go ahead and take them off of the stove. I do go ahead and let the last piece continue to cook. I go ahead and flip it and let it sit for a bit. After just a little bit of time, the last piece is ready, so I go ahead and take that one off the heat as well. And you can see that you have a nice, wonderful plate of French toast. Of course, my husband now said that he wants French toast too, so I'm going to go ahead and start the whole process again. But as you can see, delicious French toast is ready literally in just minutes. I love making this because it's so quick and easy. I used to have a more elaborate recipe where I would go and get the fancy thick bread and, focus on really soaking it for some time. But I don't really do all of that now. I like to just use what I have at home just so that it's quick and easy. I really love this recipe, so I'm so happy to share. Thanks for watching.